I posted an On This Day video from a couple of years ago about one of the insurrectionists getting sentenced to 5 years in prison. And a shit ton of domestic terrorist, MAGA, chode Trump supporters have come out of the woodwork to gleefully talk about how he's going to be pardoned. And he probably will be pardoned. I mean, assuming Trump actually lives up to a promise. That's the one thing you guys got going against you. He doesn't really follow through with those promises. But let's just assume he follows through with this promise. We know he'll pardon him because Donald Trump and the MAGA movement does not give a fuck about American rule of law. MAGA is a domestic terrorist organization. It's a domestic terrorist movement, I should say. And it is filled from top to bottom with domestic terrorists. Not everybody who voted for Donald Trump is a domestic terrorist, but you guys at least support domestic terrorism. He goes on to say here, but all Biden's pardons are just hunky-dory, right? Never said that. As a matter of fact, I've not spoken one word about Joe Biden's pardons, except one. The one he gave his son. And I said that was wrong to do. That he was wrong to do it because he said he wasn't going to do it and because his son broke the law and he should face the penalties that are coming his way. But see, that doesn't fit your narrative. It doesn't fit the domestic terrorist playbook narrative. So let's take a look at some of these guys who are gleefully talking about how the January 6th terrorists are going to get pardoned soon. You got this guy up here who says he's keeping up with him, not chasing him. It was more of a guided tour. The face of domestic terrorism in America. Looks like a guided tour to me, says Jared Cole, the face of domestic terrorism in America. Michael Rosati here says, chased? Laughing face emoji, laughing face emoji, laughing face emoji, laughing face emoji, laughing face emoji. Can't quite tell which one of these two chaps in the profile picture is the face of domestic terrorism in America. Down here you see Jordan says, doesn't look like a chase, LOL. Looks like he's showing them the way. The face of domestic terrorism in America. We know this clown up here. He's been in my comments for weeks. Really, the face of domestic terrorism in America. He chased them? They were walking alongside each other in this video you just showed. No, they weren't. The cop has a gun and taser. Why didn't he use either? The face of domestic terrorism in America. The damn cop told him to come on. He was opening the doors for him all. What the fuck? The face of domestic terrorism in America. If you support the actions of the men and women at the Capitol building on January 6, 2021, you are a domestic terrorist in this country. At a minimum, you support domestic terrorism in this country. You are okay with your own Capitol building being attacked and your own line of succession being hung. And when I say your own line of succession, I mean your own. They were trying to kill the vice president. They were trying to hang the man they voted for vice president live on Facebook on the lawn of the Capitol building. Hence the reason why Pence isn't vice president now. And the reason why J.D. Vance should be shitting in his pants every fucking day of this administration. Because sooner or later, they're going to come for him too. Because sooner or later, somebody is going to say something or do something or support something or promote something that's going to go against the narrative. And then they are going to be out. Just like Lindsey Graham is currently out. Because he dared contradict Trump. MAGA is a domestic terrorist movement. And if you are part of MAGA, you are either a domestic terrorist or a domestic terrorist supporter. Period. There is no sugarcoating this. There is no tap dancing around this. After January 6th, if you still support the MAGA movement, you are in support of American domestic terrorism.